I'm going to show you how you can set up outcomes and conditional logic for your quiz and surveys. Let's say I have this quiz here, which has a couple of pages and questions, and it is like a mini personality quiz. As you can see, this is how do you approach challenges and how do you spend your time? How do you like to socialize, etc. Let's say I have some logic set up here. If the answer is confront or analyze the challenges, then I would like to show an outcome at the end of the quiz that is bold or logical. The outcomes are not equal to the results or recommended products, but something different, like a screen that you would like to show based on the answers that the customer or the merchant takes. I also have some conditional logic set up here. For example, if the customer chooses the answer as alone, then we take them to this question here, that is, how do you spend time alone? If it is socialized, then we take them to this question, where do you socialize? Because it wouldn't make sense for me to take them to this question if their answer is alone, right? So you can set this up completely using Byte. I'll just show you how. Let's say I have these answers here, and then I come to logic, and then I don't do anything for the first one. But when it comes to the second question, that is, how do you spend your time alone? I'm going to remove this one and add a rule here that if the answer is socialize, then I should go to where do you like to socialize? And if the answer is alone, then I would like the customer to go to how do you spend time alone? You can set these always go to as well. If let's say you have multiple options set up, right? Then you can just select that. If not these options, then where you would like them to go by default, right? So let's say I can select when is your birthday next by default. This I'm going to leave it as it is. Where do you like to socialize and where do you like to spend your time alone? I'm going to keep it as it is. Then I'm going to go to the outcomes. As we have seen here, for outcomes, we have logical and bold outcomes, and it should map to alone and socialize respectively, and also confront and analyze for the first question respectively. I'm going to create the outcomes here. So let's say the first outcome is bold. I'm going to add an image here. I am going to add a subtitle. You have a bold. I'm going to also add a button here, show my recommended products. Essentially, after showing the outcome, you can take the customer directly to the recommended products or the results in case of service, right? Let's say this bold outcome is mapped to how do you approach a challenge, confront it option, and where do you spend your time, that is socialize. This maybe I can map to both of them or I can leave it as it is because this question wouldn't matter. And I'm going to leave this one as it is. Next, I'm going to create the second outcome, which says logical. And then I'm going to choose this image. When I say you have a, then I'm going to map to these options here, analyze, and how do you spend your time alone? How do you spend your time that is alone? I'm going to leave this one as it is and any of these questions. So this is how you set up logics and outcomes. I have enabled the outcome page and also showed the outcomes on recommendations page. You can turn this off if you want or keep it turned on. So now I'm going to click on save and then click on preview. I'm going to select time to analyze and then alone. And then I choose reading. Then I'm going to choose my birthday. Then I'm going to submit this. As you can see, I got the outcome as logical as we had mapped out, right? And then now I'm going to click on show my recommended products and it is going to show the products, how they are. So this is how you create outcomes and conditional logic. In case you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or book a demo call. Thank you.